So regarding applying it to the needs of humans cross-culturally, you've taken those things that that you can see, have actually trained yourself to see better and feel better, to apply to the burdens that everybody carries just as humans. I know that you work in Europe, and not only in the U.S., but also in Europe and in Asia and in the Mediterranean, literally around the world. So apparently, and does this transfer that easily to other cultures? I mean, it seems to be language independent. Are there cultures that grok this more quickly or more easily than we do in the U.S.? And what does that ability to communicate that, those skills, those listening, feeling, sensory, non-ordinary experience skills, I would say, like, who gets it easiest and why, and how can we get it more easily here? How can we learn those things more easily?
It's true, I've worked in Europe and Asia and around the Med and a little bit in the Middle East. And a lot of places, it used to be I'd be interviewed in those countries, and they always want to know what's the difference. And I'd say I'd rather talk about the similarities.
Yeah.
There are some cultural differences, and some of them run more deeply than others. But as people, I consistently see similarities in how we process, how we experience, and the issues that trouble us. I think I've worked in 21 countries, and the issues that trouble us are the same. There were times when I've worked with groups of physicians, and my task with them is first I meet them in their intellect, and once I meet them there, then I can move them and meet them in their heart. And then we can begin to work. That's a little analogous to working with groups of people. If they're a group that they need to be met in their intellect, I'll meet them in their intellect. And then I'll move them to the human part of them. And if there's enough rapport, then I can begin to do something with energy, and enough of them will perceive it, or they'll see that their friends or colleagues are perceiving it. Then they're curious. I was doing a presentation in the UK a few years ago, and there were about 60 business people in the room, maybe 25 women, and the rest guys. And I started out talking to the women about all the things they could perceive that men couldn't. And the women are going, yes, I know that, yes. And all the women are, yes, I know that. And I could just watch the men. What is this that they know that I don't? Because men and women who think they're bright, but for men who think we're bright, if we haven't experienced or haven't heard about it, it's probably not worth knowing, or it isn't real. And so when the rest of the men in the room, I provoke their curiosity, because all these women knew something that their women colleagues that these guys didn't know, and so it got them curious, and then we could begin the process. So of having them see the dynamics going on energetically in their own company, and I do something with their company and demonstrate to them what these people and myself shouldn't know, but we do know. And they have enough hints about it to realize there's some veracity in what's happening here. Then they become open.